Defendant further requests his costs and expenses, including attorney's fees herein, expended in this matter for trial by jury and for all other appropriate relief for which he may appear to be entitled.
That's just common.
Counsel for the defendant, Emily B. Pence. So that to his lawyer is,
Yeah.
And that's the one that's who has been assigned to him.
No. In civil cases, you don't get assigned. You don't get appointed lawyers. He's had to hire her.
But where it's from, where they're suing him through the sheriff's department, is it the sheriff's association?
I don't believe so. I believe it's individually, because they're stating, I mean, most all this answer was specifically Mickey acting in individual capacity, like the intent, had this, had that. I believe that this girl, Emily Pence, who's with L. Scott Miller, I'm pretty sure she probably was hired to represent him privately. And then going down in London, Kentucky, Williams and Toe Law Group, Jason E. Williams represents defendants Jason Eccles, LaShawn Frazier, and Christine Bowling individually in their official capacities. I don't know if he's with the sheriff's department, but when you get sued civilly in a civil court individually, you got to defend that via private, counsel that you have to retain on your own, even if the sheriff's office had an attorney to represent them in their official capacity.
Right. So they would do in your official capacity, that lawyer would come from them, but in your individual capacity, you're on your own and you gotta go find your own lawyer.
Yes, unless, let's say Jason E. Williams is like, he represents the sheriff's department, which I doubt he does, because I could see conflicts arising if you had hired, if the sheriff's department's attorney that represents an official capacity also does the individual capacity, because you could then, the conflict would be, what if they're to blame officially but not individually? Like, there's two different things you have to defend, because one will be insurance pay for it, or the other is going to be out of pocket, put liens on people. So the sheriff's department definitely don't want it in the official capacity to be found liable. That's interesting. I mean, it's very contradictory. They want to question Mickey's mental state at one point, but then they're saying he acted, lawfully. If it was not mentally with it, how did he know he was acting lawfully?
I'm anxious to see.
I'm sure there probably were depositions, but this answer didn't really give any answers. It's just a wordsmithing. It's playing on words. And the motions to dismiss, I mean, that will be interesting on 1-7. Which you should go and watch. If I'm out of court, I'll go watch it. I mean, they may have it after regular criminal court that day, but
we'll definitely try and go that day. January 7th. Is that what you said?
I believe it's January 7th. If it's on a Wednesday, because Judge Kraft has criminal circuit, and I have court that day in there.
January. I got a little whiteboard here. 7. Court. That's for the Mullins suit, right?
That's for the Mullins suit. It's motions to dismiss. I believe both parties will be heard that day. It don't really say it on CourtNet, but there's another hearing, civil docket to be heard 1/7/2026, and that was entered on 11/4. And the original motion to dismiss filed by the other parties to this case, Frazier, Bowling, and Eccles, was originally slated to be heard on November 5th, but then there was an agreed order entered on 11/4, so the day before, that continued it out to this date, and then going from there. But their attorneys filed the motion to dismiss about a month before Mickey's attorneys did, it looks like.
I got all them. We'll go over them
another night.
Yeah, another night. We have so I have this little girl, Miss Amber, and she lives on the western side of the state of Kentucky. And Miss Amber is the one who put all of that together with the CPS stuff. She's the one who her kids were taken from her, and she is the one who put the playbook together. She has all of the documents, and where she's actually lived this, they took her children from her home, from her custody, and she's had to fight this fight. And so firsthand, we don't understand the kinds of corruption and the kinds of things that they do until we're going through it. That's how we kind of realize all this stuff.